This training is going to cover inserting tables into the Wysiwyg editor. To insert a table, simply select where you'd like to put the table. In this case, I'm going to put it below the policies paragraph, and then go select the Insert Edit Table icon from the toolbar. When you do that, it's going to give you options for how many columns, how many rows, cell padding and cell spacing, which basically just determine the amount of space between columns. Obviously alignment options, as well as width and height options. I wouldn't do much with the alignment. If you do adjust width and height, make sure you use percentages rather than fixed sizes. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and set it at 100% so it expands the entire width of my content. And I'm going to change it to 4 columns and 3 rows. I do have an advanced option. Under the advanced options, there's several things. The only thing I would really worry about is summary. The rest of this you can pretty much ignore because the table's already pre-styled for you, so you don't need to make adjustments. In this case, summary is just what's going to be used for screen reader purposes. If somebody hits this and they hit the table with the screen reader, it's going to read the summary and give them the option to continue to read through the table or skip the table. So in this case, I'm going to fill this table with course information. So I'm going to go list of courses and costs, something like that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hit insert. Now you're going to see I get 3 rows, but they alternate between colors, and that's part of the preset styles. So in the first row, I'm going to go ahead and put my header information. So this is going to be, I'm going to do course, I'm going to do credit hours, and I'm going to do cost. Once I'm done with my header row, I am going to want to make sure it's set as a header row. So if I click anywhere on my header row and then right click, I will get options for cells, rows, columns, and all that good stuff. When I go to row, if I go underneath table row properties, I can then choose what type of row it is. And in this case, I'm going to change it to header. Once I'm done there, I'm just going to hit update, and now it changes it to a header row. So you can see it's set in the blue style. After that, everything else is just going to be straight up typing into the boxes. So I'll put accounting, 3 credit hours, I don't know, $500. Kind of do the same thing, do biology, 3, 500. I realize I actually have an extra column here. Maybe I don't want that. If I click in that column and go to the column options, I can then go to delete column. I can also, from this screen, go insert column before, insert column after. And that's just going to simply put a column either to the left, if I selected to the left of my last column here, or to the right, depending on what I select. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. I could do the same thing with rows. I can select in a row, right click and go to row, and I can do insert row before, insert row after, or I can delete the row. Again, I wouldn't do much with the properties on individual cells or advanced settings on your table or anything like that, because the styles are already preset for you and it's consistent across the board.